What do we use our computers for these days? Well, increasingly, email and internet are the largest uses, at least according to research. There's a lot of choices when it comes to web browsers, like Explorer, Firefox. But Apple's always had a wonderful web browser on their platform. It's called Safari. Apple knows how to make software that works the way that we work. It's always been their strength. So now the release of Safari for Windows is a great chance for users to get a little more comfortable with the Mac way of doing things, and they can benefit from the speed and quality of Mac applications. So I'm going to show you right now Apple's Safari web browser, but we're going to run it on this Windows machine because now it's available in both Mac and Windows. It's the second major Mac application. Of course, the other one being iTunes. Now, what's Apple's strengths? Apple's strengths are interface, making things work the way that we work. Now, what do you need a web browser to be? You need it to be very clean, very elegant, very fast, and very lean. So the speed of Safari will startle you when you use it. It's also got a very elegant interface. Let me show you the first interface feature, and that is in the bookmark area. We're just going to go into bookmarks here and show you how they handle bookmarks, because Apple allows us to organize our bookmarks like we organize songs in iTunes. So we've got a lot more control as we start to organize a large collection of bookmarks. And this is the sort of user interface things that Apple is going to bring to the table with an application like Safari. Now, some of the other things that it's got built in is it's got inline search. Up here in the top right-hand corner, we have the Google search bar, so we can type in our search there. And then once we have our results, they've added something very cool called snap back to search results. You know how if you've done a search on the internet and you look at a website and you say, maybe that's what I want to go to, and you go a couple of pages in, but it's not really what you want, then you got to back your way back out. With this, you can snap right back to your search results so you can continue surfing the web. It makes it a lot more efficient doing your research. The next thing we want to concern ourselves is security, and Apple is very concerned about security. So Safari includes things like pop-up blocking that's built in. Now, pop-ups can cause a lot of issues because they're a route for viruses and other nasties to get into your system. So making sure that we always block pop-ups is an important security measure we should all take. As a matter of fact, anybody out there writing websites, why don't you stop writing them with pop-ups, because we block them anyways. The next thing I want to look at is the preferences. I always like to look at what options I have for changing things around within software, because it gives me a good idea of what that software is capable of. So as we look through the preferences here, we see that we can have RSS subscription news feeds. We also have something called autofill, which will allow it to automatically fill in our name and password in websites that we return to. It's another nice convenience feature. And of course, here we also can set extra security features, etc., within the software. Windows users now have several Mac applications to make their lives better. iTunes is far and away the most popular music tool, and now Safari brings Apple's programming philosophy to the application that we use more than any other, our web browser. It'll be worth your time to check it out. The education world has always been a strength for Apple. The beauty of the Mac is that it's at home in the dorm room and at home on the school desk. Whether you're listening to tunes, writing a report, watching a movie and taking notes, browsing the web, sending email, posting photos, making movies, burning DVDs. When I think about a single system that fits every area of our lives, nothing in the computing world competes with the Mac. When you consider all the ways students engage the Mac in their lives, it's no wonder it's so popular with them. Macs and students were made for each other. See you next time on Dotto Tech.